Hey everyone, my name's Dan, and welcome to DANALOGUE. It's been 10 years since the Wii U came out, and I finally got one. I've never played a Wii U. I've never even held the gamepad in my hands. I'm in the category of people that completely missed the boat on this console. I didn't really get it when it came out. To me, it looked like just an accessory for the Wii, and by that point, I was done playing the Wii. I wasn't super into video games at that point, but the Wii was definitely not on my radar. So I missed this. Nowadays, people love this console. People talk about how much they love the Wii U and the games that are on it, so I felt the need to get my hands on one. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself that it's been 10 years since this was released and I never even played it. So I bought this off of eBay for 150 bucks. It is mostly complete for what I understand, and there's some extras in here. So we're gonna open it up, I'm gonna give you some first impressions, then we're gonna hook this thing up and play it and see what the Wii U is all about in 2023. Now I got a pretty decent deal on this. 150 bucks for one in the box is a pretty good price, but you can get one for around the same price in really nice condition, maybe with some games and stuff like that. If you're looking to get into the Wii U, it's a pretty decent market right now. I feel like now is kind of the time to collect for the Wii U. I feel like this thing is just getting more and more popular as time goes on, and things are getting really expensive with this. So if you want a Wii U, I'd say get one now. If there's some games you're looking for, I say get them now, because I only see the prices going up. They didn't really make a lot of these. They didn't really make a lot of the games for the Wii U. So if it's something you like, if it's something you're interested in, I say 2023 is the time before it gets too crazy. So we have two different sets of cardboard here. Here we have the console itself. Pretty good shape. It's a little bigger than the Wii. It's actually kind of bigger than I expected. So this is the 32 gigabyte. And then we have the wires here. Looks like the power. Looks like we have an AC adapter for the gamepad. I'm assuming this is for the gamepad. And then we have this big brick for the console itself. I'm really curious about this gamepad. Now, I've seen so much about it, but I've never actually held one. All right, so here's the gamepad and the controllers and all the extra little stuff. Now, this really isn't complete in box. There's no manuals or anything like that in here, but I did get some extras. So we have a couple Wiimotes here with the little condom thing. Also came with nunchucks here, so we have two black nunchucks that match everything. The stand for the gamepad, and then we have the dock for the gamepad. Then we have the sensor bar, and another condom thing. And then finally, the gamepad. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. Wow, initially I'm impressed with this. It feels nice. The joysticks feel great. This thing is sweet. Yeah, the D-pad's nice and big. All the buttons are spaced out. This is great for someone with big hands. Now, I don't have like crazy big hands, but I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I got adult hands. Turn her on. Okay. So we got some power going to it now. Turn on the TV and the Wii U console. Okay. Well, I can't do anything with this yet until I hook up the console. So we're going to get this thing hooked up to my monitor over here. We're going to try it out. I do have a stack of games for the Wii U. I'm really trying to build up a collection already, but there's a few games I definitely have in mind, and I believe there's a couple games downloaded onto the system already. At least that's what it said on the eBay listing I bought this from. So that's really cool. Let's get it hooked up. So hooking this thing up is super easy, just HDMI and power. You will need a sensor bar if you decide to use Wiimotes, but I'm just using the gamepad for now, so no need for that. Syncing the gamepad was super easy. You just hold this button down, put in these suits that match, and you're all synced up and ready to go. I did the time and date, all that stuff, set it up with my Wi-Fi. I even made a Mii while I was at it, just to set it up properly, but this thing was a breeze to set up, no problem at all. Alright, so we're finally all set up. It wasn't too bad, only took about 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. But the first game I want to play is Super Mario 3D World. Now, I love this game on the Switch. I've played it a few times all the way through. The two-player is great. I'm excited to play it on its original hardware, so let's try it out. The gamepad here has all the icons and stuff like that, and then you just get this open Wii world here with all the Mii's walking around and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool setup. So let's try Super Mario 3D World. So they show you like 4 different ways you can play this game. The gamepad so far I really like. It's very comfortable. It's not too heavy. It feels good in the hands. The screen surprisingly looks really great as well. So I'm pretty impressed with this thing so far. I really like the position of the joysticks too. They feel really nice. So let's start a new game here. So right now in this part, I'm seeing the same thing on the screen as I'm seeing in my hands here. And it looks almost the same. I mean, I don't have the best monitor. I don't have like a ultra wide 4K or anything like that, but it's comparable. I mean, I don't really see a huge difference the screen on this gamepad is actually really nice. I've seen this intro so many times. I want to play the game. So I gotta say, this game looks really good on the Wii U. It looks great. I can't tell any difference between this and the Switch version. I thought the Switch version looked good, but this looks identical to me. I don't think they upgraded the graphics at all for the Switch version. And now we're finally playing. So this game is strange because it's the same thing. I could play it on the gamepad or I could play it on the TV, on the monitor in this case. But I guess that would be pretty cool for 2-player. Oh, uh-oh. The Y button on my gamepad here is a little sticky. Oh no. I could probably fix that. So I'm trying to get used to the controls here. It's a little weird. I'm kind of torn. I don't know whether to look at the gamepad or look at the screen. This gamepad is taking me a little while to get used to. Everything's very spread apart, especially compared to the Joy-Cons or even a Pro controller. That controller feels more like a controller. This definitely feels a little different. So now I'm using the gamepad to look around, which is pretty cool. So I feel a little strange playing this. It doesn't feel like right to me. I think because I've played this game so much on Switch. So this game just feels a little bit differently on Switch. It still feels good on here, but I think it's just this gamepad that I have to get used to. All the buttons are so spread out. I just feel kind of slow playing this, if that makes sense. I'm just really not used to so much space in between the buttons. And also, it's like I forget how to play Mario right now because I'm so distracted by everything going on here. I'm really just trying to get the experience of the Wii U. But so far, it's really cool. So that's the first level of Super Mario 3D World. I wanted to play a game that I'm familiar with already, and I'm definitely familiar with 3D World. And I wanted to see how it would feel, and it does feel different. It feels a little bit clunky on this thing. My Y button is a little sticky, and I'm really not happy about that. This thing doesn't look too easy to take apart, so that's not cool. I'll have to see if there's a good way for me to unstick that button there. I want to try a different game now. I want to try a game I've never played before, so I don't have any expectations. I can just experience it for how it was supposed to be on the Wii U, not compare it to the Switch like I was doing with the Mario game here. So let's try something different. So the other game I want to try is Nintendo Land. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about this game. I've heard it's a really good time. It's one of the best games on the Wii U, but I've only heard that. I've never played it myself, so I'm excited to pop this in and see what it's all about. So right here is a good example of why I really love retro games and why I don't play a lot of modern games is because every single time I go to play anything, you have to sit and wait for everything to update. So gone are the days you just slap a cartridge in a system and you get to play. You don't have to go home and be all excited about playing a game, put it in your console, and then like wait overnight to play it. But I mean, whatever, that's the time we live in. Updates are cool, I guess. I guess you can fix things. I love retro. I love retro. It just, everything makes more sense. All right, so Nintendo Land, let's do it. I don't know if you can hear, but my computer is about to shoot off into space, and so is this Wii U. Making a lot of noise over here. A lot of humming going on over here. So touch gamepad to start. All right, touched gamepad. Starting. So I've seen a little bit of gameplay on this. I haven't seen much, so I don't really know what to expect. It seems like kind of a board game. You play as your Mii and you have mini games to play, kind of like a Mario Party thing. But so this one really seems to already involve the gamepad a lot more. You could see the gamepad here controls where you're looking. On my screen, the whole screen turns. That's crazy. You know, this gamepad would be great for racing games. So if you could have like the interior of the car maybe on the gamepad here, and then, you know, a third-person view of the car on the screen. So this is a little weird. I mean, I never love motion controls. I hope it doesn't force me to use motion controls all of the time with this. I feel like motion controls are more enjoyable if I'm playing 2-player, if I'm playing with somebody else, like Wii Sports, obviously. The Wii always, to me, seemed like a multiplayer couch co-op kind of thing. So like the Wii always seemed like a 2-player kind of system for me. I've rarely played it just on my own, and I feel like this would also be a great 2-player system. If you give one person a Wiimote and then you have the gamepad for yourself, all this kind of stuff seems pretty cool for 2-player experience. And then you could also have one player playing on this and just looking at the screen on here, and then the other player looking at the television or monitor or whatever. So some tutorials to get through, but we'll get to the game, I hope, soon. So I said it before, but this console looks great. I mean, it doesn't really look much worse than the Switch. I get the Switch had to be all handheld and everything, but it looks almost the same to me. It doesn't look like anything different. A lot of cool games here. Got some Mario stuff, you got Luigi's Mansion stuff, Balloon Trip, Legend of Zelda Battle Quest. This looks really cool. I didn't realize that all the mini games were all Nintendo related, but I should have, because it's called Nintendo Land. So yeah, duh. So I'm gonna go try the Mario level because, you know, love Mario. Okay, so hopefully when I get into a mini game here. Oh, so you need 2 players for this game. All right. Okay, so let's try this Ninja Star game. Okay, so the gamepad on this one is held this way. So I can throw a star. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, and it aims. Wow, that's really accurate. So it seems like this game gets the most out of the gamepads already. Holding the gamepad in this direction and throwing stars like this is a pretty cool experience. It's kind of gimmicky, it's kind of cheesy, but it's kind of fun too. I could totally see how this would be amazing with multiple people. I'm sure there's ways to do this with the Wiimote and stuff, but this whole swiping action on the gamepad here is really cool. I'd have to get another gamepad, so when I do play this with other people, we can all have the same experience. Oh, I have ammo? Uh-oh, I didn't know I had ammo. Oh, dang, I've been flinging these things all over the place. Okay, so the Ninja Star game was a lot of fun. Let's try one more of these mini games before we wrap this up. Dude, I just turned into Link. That's really cool. Look at the gamepad. Okay, so the screen has really nothing on it. This one just makes you look directly at the gamepad. So you can kind of see, it's like background on the actual screen itself. For me, it's all on the gamepad here. Okay, you can kind of charge your shots, which is cool. Oh, I got hit. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is a lot to get used to. Whoa. Okay, I'm kind of getting the hang of it now. Oh, there's birds, man. Whoa. Oh, I gotta reload. I'm gonna die. I'm totally gonna die. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. And I'm dead. Okay. Well, that's Nintendo Land. All right, so there we have it. The Wii U in 2023. I gotta say I'm impressed. I gotta say I'm a little sad that I missed out on this really great console. If you've never played a Wii U, I highly recommend it. I've only played it for about an hour, and I gotta say, I really enjoy it. I can really see where this thing can shine in multiplayer experiences with the gamepad and all the different ways you can play on this thing. You can use tons of different controllers. There's so many options for how you can play just by yourself or with a group of people. Nintendo Land is a really cool game. I really enjoyed that one. I can't wait to get back into that, maybe with more players, and really see what that's all about. Try out all those mini games, really cool. I'm really excited to build a collection of games. There's some games that I'd really like to try on this thing. So I'm really happy I finally got one. Let me know what you think of the Wii U down in the comments below. If you have one, if you've had one maybe even since launch and you really enjoy it, maybe recommend some games for me. I don't know too much about this console. Like I said, I kind of missed the boat. So leave any game recommendations down in the comments below, or just let me know what you think of the Wii U. Let me know if I maybe helped you decide it's time to get a Wii U, and I think it is time to get a Wii U. If you're a big Nintendo fan like me, you should definitely try the Wii U. It's a really cool system. So I want to thank you so much for watching. This video was a lot of fun for me to make. I really enjoyed trying this system for the very first time with all of you. Please subscribe to the channel. Lots of great content coming. I really appreciate all your support. Please like the video as well. Helps out a ton. And like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the Wii U, or just recommend a cool Wii U game for me. I'd really like to expand my collection of Wii U games and really have a decent collection for this really cool console. So thanks again. I'll see you soon.